Good morning, friends. Last lecture we have to discuss the soft chemistry routes. Okay, in this soft chemistry route, we have to discuss the titanium dioxide. It is formation of the dehydration, and therefore the sum of the component we have to formation by the synthesis and the sol gel synthesis intercalation method we have to discuss in soft chemistry route. Okay, in this lecture we have to start the next point, that is about the ceramic method. Okay, in this ceramic method, therefore the preparing the metal oxide and the other solid material is by the ceramic method. Means the ceramic method, it is an important method, and this method, it is a useful for to preparing the metal oxide and the other solid material. Means the metal oxide, some of the metal oxides such as the sodium oxide, therefore the zinc oxide, therefore FeO, that is a ferrous oxide. This is the some metal oxide you have to prepare by the ceramic method, and some solid material you have to also prepared by this ceramic method. Okay, this is the first point we have to discuss in the ceramic method, that ceramic method, it is useful for to preparing the metal oxide and the other solid material. Okay, then the second point is about the which involves the grinding powder of the oxide, carbonate, oxalate, other compound containing the relevant metals, and heating the mixture at a desired temperature. It is generally after pelletizing the material. Means therefore which involves the grinding, means therefore your component are involving into the grinding powder of the oxide. You have to know about the ferrous oxide, it is a powder. Okay, and that oxides component are in the powder form, and therefore it is a grinding powder. Okay, you have to know about it is a grinding powders, and therefore the carbonate oxalate or the other compound containing relevant metals. Means you have to know about the zinc carbonate, then sodium carbonate. Okay, this is the carbonate, and that carbonate, it is a containing the relevant metal. Once again, therefore there's some example like the sodium carbonate, zinc carbonate, ferrous carbonate. Okay, this is the example relevant of the metals, and therefore the sum of the oxalates. Okay, zinc oxalate, ferrous oxalate, this is the some example of this carbonate and oxalate. It is a relevant, it is containing the relevant metal. Okay, example like the sodium carbonate, then the ferrous carbonate, then the zinc carbonate. Okay, this is the example relevant metal, and that relevant metal, it is containing the carbonate, oxalates and the oxides. Okay, and the heating the mixture at the desired temperature, it is generally after pelletizing the material. Means you have to heat the mixture. Heat the mixture means what? You are to heating the metals and the oxide mixture, or the metals and the carbonate mixture. Okay, that is example like the mixture means that is a you have to containing the positive and the negative ion. It is a mixture. Okay, that mixture you have to heating then, and then you have to formation of the desired temperature. At desired temperature you have to pelletizing the material. Okay, this is the second point. Third point is about the platinum, silica and aluminum, that containing generally useful for synthesis of metal oxide. Okay, therefore you have to synthesize the metal oxide. It is a useful for, means therefore the platinum, silica and the aluminum, means that platinum, silica and aluminum container are usually for synthesis of metal oxide. Means this platinum, silica and aluminum container, means this situated into the container, and that container we have to useful for the synthesis of metal oxide. Okay, some synthesis of the metal oxide such as ferrous oxide, zinc oxide. Okay, this is a metal oxide, and that metal oxide synthesis you have to use the platinum, silica and the alumina container. Okay, then next is the most ceramic preparation required relatively high temperature, which are generally attained by the resistance heating. Okay, you have to know about the most ceramic preparation. Means most ceramic preparation means what? You have to prepare the ceramic component, and it required a relatively high temperature. Okay, that ceramic preparation, it required relatively high temperature. Means this ceramic preparation, it is a relatively high temperature. Means at high temperature you have prepared the ceramic. Okay, and that we generally attained by the resistance heating. Means this is a generally attained by this resistance heating, and therefore the ceramic method suffer from several disadvantages. Okay, your ceramic method, it is a suffer from several disadvantages when the no melt is formed during this reaction. Okay, when no melt is formed during this reaction means in the ceramic method reaction, therefore the no melt is formed, then the entire reaction has to occur in the solid state, means your ceramic method entire reaction has occur in solid state, means it's the ceramic reactions product is in solid state. Okay, then next is the progress of this reaction, the diffusion path become increasing the longer and the reaction rate is slower. Okay, therefore your ceramic reactions, this ceramic reaction progress is a diffusion path. Ceramic reaction progress, it is a diffusion path, and that path become increasingly longer, means diffusion path it become increasing longer because your progress of reaction is diffusion, means your progress of the reaction diffusion path, means your reactions progression, it is a diffusion path, that diffusion path become increasingly longer and the reaction rate is slower, means your ceramic reaction rate is slower. Okay, this is the point we have to discuss in the ceramic method. Secondly, the appropriate condition that lead to the completion of the reaction, because of this difficulty one frequently ends up the mixture of the reactant and the product. Okay, therefore the sum of the appropriate condition that lead to the completion of this reaction, you have to also known very well known about the your reaction, it is a complete under the appropriate condition, then you have to form the product. In this ceramic reaction also the appropriate condition, and that appropriate condition that lead to the completion of the reaction, means your reaction is a completion by the appropriate condition, then you have to product is a form, that is a pure form. Because why you have to use the appropriate condition, because of this difficulty the one frequently end up the mixture of the reactant and the product, means in your reactants and products mixture it is a frequently end ups, means it is a frequently end ups, it is a correctly, therefore you have to use the appropriate condition, it is a lead to the completion of this reaction. Okay, then secondly, to obtain the compositionally homogeneous product by the ceramic technique even when the reaction is a proceed almost to completion. Okay, then you have to obtain the compositionally homogeneous product. Compositionally homogeneous product means your homogeneous product are the compositionally means what, कि the two components are in the composition, that two components composition it is a mixed together, and therefore this solution is a homogeneous product. Okay, that homogeneous product by this ceramic technique, means you have to prepare the homogeneous product by the ceramic technique, and this technique when the reaction is proceed almost completion, when the reaction proceed almost completion, means you have to use the ceramic technique, and that reaction that technique you have to use for the reaction proceed almost completion, means your reaction is a completed, then you have to use the ceramic technique. Okay, then nextly the limitation ceramic technique have been successfully used for the synthesis of variety of solid material. Okay, therefore the limitation ceramic technique you have to successfully useful for synthesis of variety of solid material, means you have to use the synthesis of the variety of solid material, we have to use the limitation and the ceramic technique, it is successfully used. Okay, you have to prepare the synthesis of the variety of solid material, then you have to use the limitation and the ceramic technique of the successfully use for this synthesis. Okay, then the cation substitution is referred to in the previous section, it have been routinely carried out in many oxide system by this ceramic method. Okay, that the cation substitution means you have to cation substitution means it is a positive charge. Okay, cation means positive charge, therefore the positive substitution it is a refer to previous section, positive substitution it is a refer to previous section, and that previous section it have been routinely carried out in many oxide system such as the ceramic method, means your previous section means that the cation substitution is a refer to previous section, and that previous section it is carried out in many oxide system. That previous section, it is carried out in many oxide system, and that system it is by the ceramic method. Okay, then next is the use of this technique for the synthesis of rare earth monochalcogenide such as SMS and SMSE. Okay, therefore you have to use this technique, means the ceramic technique you have to use for the synthesis of rare earth monochalcogenide. Chalcogenides, it is a component that a component it is prepared by the inorganic material, and such as the SMC and the SMSE, this product also we have to synthesize by this ceramic technique. Okay, therefore next is the ceramic technique have some limitation. One of the modification related to the decreasing the diffusion path length. Okay, you have to, therefore you have the ceramic technique, that ceramic technique have some limitation. You have to know about the, therefore different types of the technique, and that technique it have its limitation, and after that limitation, therefore this technique is not applicable on the product. Therefore this, it says that the ceramic technique, it is also say that it have some limitation, and that limitation it is a one of the modification related to the decreasing diffusion path. Okay, you have to modify, you have to modification of the technique, and that modification of the technique it is to the decreasing the diffusion path length, means in your components path length it have the decreasing. Okay, in the polycrystalline mixture of the reactant, and the individual particle are approximately 10 micrometer in size. In your polycrystalline mixture means you have to know about the polymers. Okay, that polymers crystalline. Okay, that the polymer crystalline mixture of the reactant, that individual particle are approximately 10 micrometer in size. Okay, this point it is says that your polycrystalline mixture of reactant. Okay, polycrystalline mixture of reactant, and that reactants its individual particle, means the separate particle it have its size is about the 10 micrometer in size. Okay, then nextly, by using the freeze drying, spray drying, co-precipitation, sol gel and other technique, it is possible to bring down the particle size to the few hundred angstrom, and the effect are more intimate the mixing of the reactant. Okay, you have to using this technique, and that technique it is useful for the bring down the particle size, bring down the particle size to the few hundred angstrom, means your particle size you have to decrease it. Therefore you have to use this technique, that is a freeze drying, spray drying, co-precipitation, sol gel and other technique. It is useful for bring down the particle size to few hundred angstrom, and this effect is a more intimate mixing of this reaction. Okay, then nextly, in the spray drying, the constituents are dissolved in the solvent spray in the form of this drying. Okay, in this spray drying, the constituents are dissolved in solvent, and it is sprayed in the form of fine droplet into the hot chamber. Okay, in the hot chamber, therefore, the spray drying constituents are dissolved in the solvent. Spray drying constituents are dissolved in solvent, and therefore it is sprayed in the form of fine droplet in the hot chamber. Fine droplet in hot chamber. Okay, therefore you have to discuss the diagram of the spray drying last below this PowerPoint presentation. Therefore this in the spray drying, means in spray drying the constituents are dissolved in solvent, means in spray drying therefore the constituent, some of the constituents, and that constituents it is a dissolved in solvent. Solvent मध्ये काय आहे ते dissolved, and it is sprayed in the form of fine droplet in the hot chamber, and therefore this is this constituent dissolved in solvent, and this sprayed in the form of fine droplet into hot chamber, means in your hot chamber, therefore the constituents are sprayed in the fine droplet. Okay, then in the freeze drying, the reactant in the common solvent are frozen by immersing in the liquid nitrogen and the solvent at remove at low pressure. Okay, in freeze drying means it is a technique, that technique it is useful for the reactant, and that reactants are the common solvent, means that reactant in a common solvent are frozen. Okay, you have to reactants in a common solvent are frozen by the immersing in liquid nitrogen, okay, immersing in liquid nitrogen. Okay, you have to taken the reactant, and that reactant you have to taken into the common solvent, and that solvent you have to frozen means that is a technique, okay, that is a ceramic technique you have to use for this frozen this reactant. And that frozen it is by immersing in liquid, okay, that frozen it is immersing by in liquid means in your liquid nitrogen it is a frozen the reactant into the common solvent, and the solvent removed at the low pressure means therefore you are reactant in the common solvent, and that solvent you have to frozen by the immersing in liquid nitrogen. Okay, you have to frozen the reactant in the common solvent, and that you have to solvent that you are to reactants are frozen by immersing in liquid nitrogen. Okay, your liquid nitrogen are frozen this reaction, and therefore the solvent removed at the low pressure, solvent removed at the low pressure means your reactant in solvent, and that solvent you have to remove at the low pressure. In the co-precipitation that required the metal cation, and it is taken as a soluble salt. Okay, you have to taken the co-precipitation. The co-precipitation are required the metal cation. Metal cation example like the sodium Na plus, Zn2 plus. Okay, this is the metal. Okay, therefore next is Fe plus, Fe2 plus. This is the metal cation, and that metal cation taken the soluble salt. Okay, then nextly the decomposition of the temperature, the precipitate is generally lower than the crystalline carbonate oxalate extract. Okay, you have to decomposition of the temperature of precipitate means in your precipitate temperature you have to decompose them, and it is a generally lower than the crystalline carbonate means in your crystalline carbonates temperature it is a lower than the decomposition of the temperature. Okay, then nextly homogeneous precipitation can yield the crystalline or the amorphous production. Okay, we are to homogeneous precipitation, and that homogeneous precipitation yield is a crystalline or amorphous product. Okay, the bulk as well as nanocrystalline phases of the metal oxide and the nitrides and the carbides are often synthesized by the employing the carbothermal reaction. For example, carbon mixed with an oxide products, it is a suboxide. Okay, you have to know about the bulk as well as the nanocrystalline phases. Okay, in the nanocrystalline phases therefore the bulkiness of the metal oxide you have to formation, that such as the metal oxide, nitrides and the carbide, this is the bulkiness. Okay, that bulkiness you have to formation into the nanocrystalline phases, and therefore it is a synthesized by employing the carbothermal reaction means this bulkiness it is a formation in nanocrystalline phases, and therefore you have to synthesize by this employing in carbothermal reaction means carbothermal reaction that have the synthesize the nanocrystalline phases of the metal oxide, nitride and the carbides. Okay, for example, the mix with an oxide produces the suboxide. Okay, you have to therefore the carbon mix with an oxide means your carbon it is a mix with oxide, it produces the suboxide. Okay, this is the another point we have to discuss in the ceramic method. Then the carbothermal reaction generally involve the following state. This point we have to discuss in next lecture. Okay, thank you.